Hi, this is Sanjay Gangal from EDA Cafe. I'm here with Mike Gianfagna, VP of Marketing at eSilicon. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Sanjay. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Mike, we talked last year and you gave us a briefing about eSilicon, and you also told us about your online tools. What is new with your online tools now?
Yeah, Sanjay, what a difference a year makes. It's really been quite a ride. Last year when we were here, we announced that we had a portal for quoting GDS2 tapeouts to TSMC. We also had a multi-project wafer portal at the time. Well, an awful lot has happened since then. We basically built a complete platform around our online tools. We launched that a few weeks ago. It's called the eSilicon's Star platform. Now, the name is kind of interesting. We were deciding, what are we going to call this thing? And we couldn't talk about it without referring to it as self-service, transparent, accurate, and real-time. So he said, well, that spells star, so why fight it? So it's the eSilicon's Star platform. What's new this year is, let's start with the number of users of the tool. Last year we had a few hundred users, a few hundred quotes for our multi-project wafer. We had just announced GDS2. No one had even used it yet. Fast forward a year later, we have close to 1,000 users in 47 countries around the world. We have several thousand quotes generated, and yes, we've booked quite a bit of business as well. I have a story about that I'll tell you in a minute. But the traction has been tremendous. The reception has been very positive. We built out the platform completely. We now have a tool called Navigator that we launched last year that allows you to browse our semiconductor IP and get real-time feedback on the power, performance, and area of specific memory configurations that you might want to integrate in your design. You don't have to call your AE, you don't have to beg for an eval copy, you get it right there on the website. You can download the front-end views, try it for free before you buy, and then buy exactly the right IP. We have the Navigator tool set that does all of that for you. Then we look at some of the other things we're doing. So Explorer is the tool set that helps you understand what things cost. We have a multi-project wafer portal with several foundries supported. We've recently announced just last week that we'll be adding SMIC to our online Explorer GDS2 quoting portal. So now we have TSMC and SMIC supported. The tracker tool has been around for many years. That lets you track the logistics of the work in process for the chips we're making for you anywhere in the world with about a 3-hour latency. We use it to run our business. Our customers check all the designs and all their orders on that same interface. And then there's a brand new tool called Optimizer. And this one's kind of special. We also talked about a technology that we've developed internally that we're now starting to make available to our customers called design virtualization. Now, the way to think about this is, if you think about what's happened in the IT industry with companies like VMware, they've built the virtualization layer to separate the computer hardware from the end user application. So you can reconfigure multiple applications, multiple OSs very easily. You can try new things without reconfiguring any hardware, without doing any real work. In the design world, people make choices about things like process options, metal stack, threshold voltage mix, IP, and they make those decisions typically early in the process and never revisit them, because to change that would be several weeks of work to see if something new is better. Nobody's got that time. With design virtualization, we can literally work in real time and give you feedback on what will happen if you change your cell library, if you change your metal stack, if you change your VT mix. Will the design work lower power, faster performance, or bigger power and worse performance? We can tell you that very quickly. So we virtualize those decisions so the customers can now make optimal choices for all those decisions so that they can hit their PPA targets. We've used it for years internally at the company, and now it's available to our end customers with service online with the Optimizer interface. So that's what the platform is. It's very filled out. There's a lot of technology there, and we're very excited about the reception we've gotten.
Do these tools really work?
The tools absolutely work. You got to remember one thing that's been our key focus. Everything that we deliver online, we've used for years first internally in our own automated business model, and then we make it available. Funny little story, last year we were showing quotes coming out in real time, and someone said, "Where's the guy behind the curtain? You just generated a legally binding document in 20 seconds. That can't be right." I said, "Yeah, it is right. How do you trust that technology? This is a legally binding document." And my answer was, we've used it for like 8 to 10 years internally for every quote we ever generated. We believe in the technology, it works. So the same is true for all of these tools. They're very robust. They've been used on many, many designs, and now we're making those same benefits available to our end customers through the internet. So we're very confident in the technology for that reason.
Okay, great. How can people find out more about eSilicon on the internet?
So you can find us easily at www.esilicon.com. If you want to try the new tools, there's a prominent link right on our webpage to get you to the login page, and also another link that will allow you to sign up for an account if you don't have one. Registration is very quick. It's free of charge. There are no obligations, so I invite you to try it. Have a second, I can tell you this interesting little story about how online technology works. I mentioned that we have customers or prospects on this system in 47 countries around the world. Here's the story. We were shut down over the Christmas holidays, so nobody's at work. The day after Christmas, someone in a research group signed up for an account on STAR. They started generating multi-project wafer quotes for 65 nanometer technology. They made one phone call to one of our people over the holidays, and he was available. He answered the question. The day before New Year's, we received a PDF signed quote from that customer. We booked a deal when nobody was in the office. That's the power of the tools.
That's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful. Well, check out eSilicon.com for a lot more information about eSilicon's products. Thank you very much, Mike, for coming over, talking to us. Have a great show.
Thank you very much, Sanjay. It's always a pleasure to chat with you.